Ready to get your imaginations going? It's time for more Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass. Previously, we met Jimmy's family and questioned things. Don't mind that. That is my other save. That is not for your eyes. We didn't see anything there. But previously, we were given an errand to go find bee honey, and we also have our brother. He listens to music that hurts heads. You can pick up Jimmy with one hand. Buck must be like 15 or 16 and Jimmy's 8. Big age difference here. We learned about the powers of imagination and we became a blob. But we're gonna have to go out venturing. We're gonna have to get experience points. And this game subscribes to the whole world map thing, unlike eToy. There's a big world to explore, and this is only the first island, out of many. Welcome to Cloudy Hill. It's kind of a Super Mario thing going on there. Different areas. Oh, I should be a blob for this. Need that imagination experience. So, welcome to the How to Not Die area of Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass. We immediately get into random battles. Oh, I turned off my audio on myself. There we go. It's a puff! It doesn't look too happy to see us. It doesn't look too happy in general. That's why we kill it with Buck. Now, there's a weird thing with this game with enemies. It's a weird kind of scaling going on. Right now we're on normal mode, which means the enemies have the stats and HP and EXP that you intend to see from the game, that the creator intended you to see. And Puff is rather weak, but some enemies, they could be a hassle. It could take a long time to fight some of these enemies, but we have a solution for that. Yes, exclamation points are also punctuation. This guy is all about the punctuation. Also, wasn't he dead? If you see a red one, it means you would do a battle. If you see a green one, you're too high for the battle. Which means you could just dismiss the encounter altogether. It's a new interesting way to stop random battles from annoying you. Earthbound has auto wins. Mother 3 has you running through people. This one, you could just plain ignore them. It's cancel culture. Hi, Cloud Person. I can't talk to Cloud Person. I can talk to Information Person. Yes, I mentioned startling. Big thing in this game. You can also get startled. You'll have the alert status. And every time you get startled, the alert status goes up. And it takes longer and longer for you to leave alert. So don't rely on startles too much. The enemies get these too. Oh, I could dismiss that battle. Also, I think I just saw a giant fish. Wow, that was a big fish. Yes, look at me. Seriously. The revolting blob could squeeze into places. Good to know. There's other forms too. You might need to come back to old areas to reach new places. It's kind of a Metroidvania thing. Oh, and I didn't mention this last time. It's kind of like summons from Final Fantasy VI. Every different transformation will give you new stats. Oh, of course not. Even though Jimmy's stats are kinda lousy without leveling up his imagination. Yeah, you better. Thank you. What he meant is, every time we get a level in Revolting Blob, we get 1 defense, permanently. Which means Jimmy could become the most broken character in the game, if you're prudent about leveling up all your forms. Ah, new enemies, finally. Nimbus likes to startle people, and Eddie is just a violent sort. We should focus on Nimbus, because Nimbus is faster, and it inflicts startle on people. And she's a little bit weaker, so that's a good thing. Eddie is winding up for something big, and we're not going to let him do it. Now, you see that my EXP and my dollars are kind of dismal. I'm only getting like maybe $5 a fight. There's a thing here called difficulty. You could change the difficulty in an updated version of the game. Normal mode, everything is as the artist intended it to be, but he added easy mode. Monsters have lower stats, they give double experience and money, you get less random encounters, and you lose less money when you die. I'm going to turn it on easy mode. I'm only really going to use normal mode if I'm fighting a boss, because it's a bit more fair. Easy mode could make things a little bit too easy. As we can see, this fight again. Eddie and Wendy. Wendy can slap a whole bunch of people at once. Let's let her have... like that. Let's not let her do that. Look how much damage that 6 did now. I think the stat reduction is a little bit too generous. I think Casey, when he added easy mode, he halved all the stats just to make it easy. And that's bad for you. That's bad for the enemies. It makes them extremely weak, but you do get a lot of experience points and money when you do this, so it makes grinding a heck of a lot easier, because this game can get really grindy on normal. Also got this Bieber fellow here. Not Bieber, Beaver. Yeah, we got Beaver Fever. That sounds dirty if you take it a certain way. Knuckle sandwiches! Wow, 10 knuckle sandwiches! Wonder who they're talking about, though. Who's he's talking about? Of course it's they that's handing out the knuckle sandwiches, because I want one now, I'm hungry. So, random battles are going to random battle. If they get annoying, I will cut them out. But for right now, these battles are rather simple. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're getting much difference between easy and normal mode, but trust me, it's a lot better to have it on easy mode. If you're just randomly running around places. If you know a boss is coming though, try to do it on normal. It's a rewarding experience. Unless you get destroyed by the heightened stats, then you didn't grind enough. Granted, I'm still more of a fan of the, hey, Earthbound, you can see the enemies on the screen and you can avoid them that way. But we got a red balloon out of the deal. Yay, balloons! This is the best kind of dream world. Oh, we need to get Uncle Lars on this. We need to hear some funny up in here. This game is chock full of the funny, but I have some things to tell you later on. When the time is right, there is some information I want to dispose upon you. Wow, this is a really buff frog. But I am more interested in the toy box. As you noticed, the toy boxes could be filled with random things, like we ran across that one with love. They could heal you. Like this one here. It's filled with love. You get a full heal. And a keepsake. Sometimes there's music in the boxes, sometimes there's items. Not really any healing items though, you usually get them from a shop. But we got the keepsake. It's basically just +1 to every stat. It's a little cloud. We need to find more balloons. I don't know why we need to find more balloons, but there's balloons! They all have the same flavor text too, so don't go thinking that you have a different balloon. Even on easy mode, the random encounters aren't that much lower. Then again, we are still only like level 2 and 3. Look at that dapper fellow. Looks like he's having some weighty problems. Haha! That's a pun. How is the bridge doing that, though? Holy cow, that's a strong bridge. Oh, we got some good levels. Jimmy's level 3 now. He caught up with his brother in a hurry. Jimmy is getting so strong with his blob form. I don't know what level the blob is now. Level 3 as well! Imaginations tend to level up a little bit faster than your character does. When I was initially playing through this game, I didn't even know the difficulty thing was a, well, thing. So I played through a lot of this game on normal mode, and it was a slog. Oy vey. It could get bad. It could be a catastrophe. Thank you, Mr. Marvelous. Angry-looking men blocked a bridge with a weight that this bridge definitely could not hold. You'd need a lot more suspension to hold that weight. You got a marvelous idea, I hope. Oh no! What could it have been? Balloons? I don't know about that, but here you go. Yay, I got balloons for him! This saves me backtracking. There's no way... How is this working? It's marvelous how those balloons are carrying 4 tons. Or maybe it was just like 4 tissues. Maybe that was just a fake weight. Well, it won't see anything because it's just a weight and it's not sentient. So what happens when those balloons eventually pop? Spoke too soon. I mean, once they get too high, it's gonna get cold up there, man. Should have thought this through. Yay, a marvelous day! Someone probably got crushed under that weight. So that was Mr. Marvelous. I'll never see him again. So I wonder where the weight landed. Oh! Let's not tell Mr. Marvelous. We'll just leave that our little secret, thank you. Mr. Beaver is too busy getting a knuckle sandwich. So now that we're through the Cloud Hill, we could actually walk through the Cloud Hill without having to go through it anymore. It's now an optional area. I don't think this lake is anything now. Doesn't seem to be a way in. Look at all this cool stuff. We can never get up there until much later in the game. Or over there. This is the giant garden down here. But there is also this friendly little town called Smile. And the Unbreakable Bridge, which clearly is having problems at the moment. Some kind of weird Godzilla is attacking it. So the Unbreakable Bridge is not up to code. Well, I guess they could call it the Breakable Bridge now. Emit an unstoppable force. Oh, we're done here. One thing that would have made this world map a lot better is if Jimmy had like a little tiny pixel form of whatever he was at the moment, because right now he's just a Jimmy. Welcome to the town of Smile! This looks like a friendly place. Oh, hey Mr. Beaver, you just walked right through me. I hate being a blob. No, I haven't seen any green-haired guys today. Unless Buck is going through that kind of phase. So there's a green-haired dude. Maybe he's some kind of rival. I wonder what's going on in here. You know what? I don't want to know, okay? I just don't want to know. This is what I get for entering random people's houses. Hello. It's Miss Robin. Oh no, shaking! It's a mass shaking incident! Society, am I right? Looks like Mr. Beaver did not get his knuckle sandwich. He got shook! I'm surprised he survived. Reference a little bit better next time, huh? You're not a great contractor. I don't know much about contracting. Mr. Marvelous is here, though. Maybe he'll drop some weights on them. So, bad things have happened because the Marvelous person wasn't being marvelous. It's all your fault, Mr. Marvelous. He doesn't care. It's Mr. Grouse. Well, what kind of business are you in, huh? Maybe it's good for business. Maybe it's health insurance. Yeah, that'll be a chicken. It's Beatrice Mouse. Mom and Timothy are in trouble. And Cordelia. Mr. Cat is also in trouble. He's getting shook. Do not shake cats. They don't like that. I know this from experience. I'm gonna have to stop this shaking. Oh, yeah, I still have it on easy mode, don't I? Oh well. It's the petty thugs. No, you can't. It just means you're petty. Good job, Timothy. Oh no! Look away, kids! He's getting shook! Stop shaking people, please. No, the violence! I can't take it. He didn't seem to shake the cat dude over there, though. I don't like that name. Something tells me that, they don't exactly have those things. Well, maybe the candy. Oh, hey! I know a Jimmy! Hi, I'm Jimmy! Oh, that seems like a mini-boss battle. Nope, I can't shake. I'm shake-proof! Look at me, I'm Jello. So this could be a quite difficult fight if you have it on normal. Maybe it's a good thing I have it on easy still. But this is the low-level goon. He does goon things! Like getting destroyed by poison. That's the power of poison. I hope you enjoy it. Jimmy could also attract attacks onto himself with Undulate. It lasts for 5 turns, and it's pretty good if you need a human tank. Ooh, Buck did a double attack there because he's brash. If this was normal, this battle could take quite a while. Especially when he heals himself. I was expecting that to kill him. And it did. Thanks, Poison. I just killed a punk. Time to imagine what it's like to be a punk. New leather jackets tend to do that to a person. He's part of a gang! Up to no good, I'm guessing. Go, Jimmy, go! You can do it! Maybe? I think they're up to crimes. They're up to crimes! Ah, Mate would be so proud of you. Yay, that's a federal offense! Peer pressure. It does some weird things to people. Oh no, what are you gonna do? Haha, stupid kid. Oh no, that's assault now. This is not a good imagination. But then again, a goon is not a good person. And now we are a goon! He learned all about gooning. He could grab things and shake them! He could also push and pull if he doesn't feel like shaking. Good for solving puzzles. Well, that's called imagination. It's very hard to explain. I don't have information guy here. Yeah, I did some actual violence. I'm more violent than the goon was. Well, I mean, he was here just shaking you before I even showed up. Sonny, you are very wishy-washy. I agree with Timothy. Only 5? Because, you know, you're a mouse. She's just a little creature. But she has some bad opinions about Jimmy now. Thanks to that goon. Look, he would still be shaking you. You would be giving him all your booze and your candy. He would be doing this every day. No, I was just showing you what he would do. Would you want that? I just beat him up. He's in goon heaven now. Shaking angels. Like this! Well, you were being kind of a jerk. You deserve this. So obviously you get alternate text for every character you shake in the game. And you can shake pretty much every character. As long as you get in shake distance. Well, at least we shook some sense into Sunny. Miss Mouse doesn't want anything to do with us, though. This is her room right here. Obviously she's not going to let us in there, especially not looking like this. But at least the town is back to normal. We did reversed heroism. That's great. We can check around that town later, because beating up goons, man, time flies. It's already 22 minutes. Might as well check around the hotel a little bit more. Hey buddy, we weren't really doing much against that guy. You wanna explain that? Doesn't feel like explaining. I'll shake it out of you. Oh. Okay. Let's not shake Mr. Cat anymore, how about? I mean, yeah, for a mouse, sure. Well, he's also your predator? You might want to think about this a little bit better. Because I think you have a crush on Mr. Cat. I need to shake this loose. Ow. Okay. No, I don't... She's not that pretty. Not in that kind of way. Let's see what's in their backyard. Ah! Mr. Mouse, I presume. I cannot shake you. Sorry. Have a good one. Actually, this would be a good time to mention that thing I was talking about before. Someone had a concern, and I think it was a pretty good concern, all things considered, even though the majority of us are adults here. So let's just take a little sit. And I just want to let you know, I am not fooling around when I say this is a horror game. There are some very intense emotional moments. This game has a black belt and gut punches. Just like with Jimmy's punk form here, it has a dark side. If you're emotionally sensitive or easily depressed, I suggest prudence. There's a very mature, grown-up terribleness lurking just below the surface. It might be uncomfortable, but that's what a horror game is all about. You're not supposed to be comfortable with being scared. It's not good for you. So on that note, take a breather for today. Next time on Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass, we got town folks to talk to. And we also have to get to that giant garden and get some bee honey. Good night, folks.